Alright guys, this is my daily recap of September 25th. Going on to the day, I was a bit bullish, as you can see on this 15-minute time frame. This low ended up being equal lows for ES, and as you can see right here on NQ, we obviously swept that. Um, we finally got that 15-minute BPR slash equilibrium range that I wanted as of yesterday, so I could get further into this trade a little bit. I just want to go to my TopStep X account. So going into the day, I was bullish. I did want us to pop. So right here, you can see all these candle bodies close around the same time or the same level. And so since all the candle bodies closes here, I'm expecting all the liquidity is still under here. Yeah, we didn't fully sweep the wicks, but that's okay because the candle bodies are the ones that actually hold the liquidity. And right here, this candle had a significant of a, I guess you could say, a bigger wick, so I wanted to use this as a rejection block. So I would want to enter at the CE of this rejection block, and my stop was 1 tick right below it. So it was only a 9 tick stop loss. I was okay. I went in heavy cons. Not a good idea, but risk was still there. Ended up being like a 22 RR trade, 50 points. That's all I needed to pass the count, and that's what we got. ES super bullish. YM was doing his own stuff, so I used ES as a little bit of confluence. Technically, I would count this as SMT right here. I forgot to mark it. So we had SMT, liquidity sweep, enter off a little PD array, tight stop loss, big take profit, and that's all I needed for this account. So yeah, going back to this 15-minute BPR, equilibrium of the range, technically would be watch liquidity if you want to talk like Allen and stuff. And then since we ended up sweeping all these highs right here, this is going to be our new dealing range. And since we made this swing low, this is going to be our new dealing range from this high to this low. So then I ended up pulling that volume indicator from this high to this low, and the VPOC ended up lining up with here. And I ended up taking a short, even though I did want bullishness, but it was a tight stop, so I was okay with risking however much I risked. So tapped into one of my order flow levels, ended up taking a short. Stop was around 7 to 8 points, not exactly sure how much it was. And then since we were pretty bullish, I did want to take some easy partials, and I did de-risk my contracts.
The markets are closed.
What the fuck? Okay, thanks. So at the CE of this FEG, I ended up taking 2 contracts off, I believe, and then we did have a pop up, so I was okay with getting stopped out. Did take my partials, put stop at break even. I was totally fine with that. But then we ended up dropping down these 2 big ass candles. We did have SMT with ES. ES did sweep all these lows right here, and then we did tap into that VPOC that I was talking about. Since we didn't get a close beneath or on it, I ended up closing around here, or let's say it was like a 6 to 6.5 RR trade. And then since we had the SMT and then we didn't close past the VPOC, we ended up having our bullishness. I did try to take one more trade, or not try, I did take one more trade off this IFEG getting inversed. Tapped into this IFEG right here, took a long, put stop at break even, ended up getting stopped at break even, and we ended up pumping higher, which was totally okay with me. This was just equal lows at the IFEG. Technically could be ISPIDA, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, order flow level, took a short, TP at this CE of this 1 minute, and then ended up closing my trade above the VPOC and closed due to bullish SMT with ES. And since I was bullish on the day, and since you could obviously tell that we were bullish, I was not expecting this SMT to get ran through, which is why I exited around here. And yeah, just a liquidity sweep, enter off a PD array, SMT, and I cut because profit goal. But that was my trades of today, and hope you guys did good.